Hi, my name is Jenny. Um, this is for anybody out there who has been diagnosed with mental illness. Um, some of it seems to me that it often is a psychic ability, um, in tune with the spirit, if you will, depending on what it is that you believe. I'm not here to bash anybody's beliefs on mental illness, psychic abilities, or religion, or spirituality. What I am here to do is to talk to people about my experience and what it is that I believe that some of it is. Um, I had my first psychic experience or impression at about the age of 3. I later found out it was something that happened about 30 years prior to that experience. Through my life, my mother had a very hard time dealing with me. Um, it seemed as if things wanted to be classified as a mental illness, manic depressive, bipolar, um, schizoaffective, things of that nature. And I honestly can see how it can appear that way to another person. There are people out there who are experiencing the same thing or something similar. Um, Try not to give into the thought that mental illness is forever or mental disorder is forever. Illnesses can often be cured and disorders can be organized. I'm a person who they might also classify as clairaudient, such as I hear. It could also be classified as schizophrenia, schizoaffective, or bipolar, meaning that I hear voices. Um, Now, for a while, I did think that it was schizophrenia. What I found out through a little research was that there is this mental health professional who is from Africa. He's passed away, and I can't remember his name at this moment. But he said that here in America, that the shamans are healers of our time are being classified as mentally ill and medicated and institutionalized. That in and of itself gave me hope because I knew that something in me was not satisfied with the mental illness portion of it. That I was not mentally ill. I just had no guide, human guide to guide me in my experience, my human experience in this big, magnificent world. I later come across a neuroscientist. His name is Dr. Todd Murphy. One of the things he discusses is that thoughts have a magnetism. Thoughts have mass, and then mass has a magnetism. And so, depending on what state of mind you are in at that moment, if you are a person who hears, we'll call it that. Let's not say schizophrenic or clairaudient. I would like a person who hears at this time. That the thought processes that you have going through your mind are drawing in a similar thought, a similar consciousness to you. All of us send out these thoughts in the world, and we long for a connection, and that magnetism is going to be attracted to what it's attracted to. And so in the future, I hope to be able to clarify some things better, maybe get a little better equipment for these kinds of conversations. But if you're wondering if you're alone, you're not. You're not necessarily mentally ill. Or maybe you are. But it's from a lack of understanding. I feel that in the future, And it's been going on for quite a while. Shamans, witch doctors, psychics, whatever, have been around in history since the beginning of written history. And then later classified as schizophrenia or bipolar or schizoaffective or borderline personality disorder, multiple personalities. And as time goes and we communicate with the masses through things like YouTube and Facebook and TikTok and Rizzle or whatever platform you're using, we reach a wider audience and our spirit grows. We are no longer just centralized with our family and our community. We have grown to this broad worldwide communication, worldwide friendship and family. We don't have to see each other in person anymore. So this is my first attempt to make connection with somebody who may be struggling with what's going on, their mental illness, their mental disorder, their psychic ability, their spiritual awakening, their rebirth, their introduction into shamanism. You are a healer. One of the first things you have to work on, my sweet friend, is healing yourself. Because it doesn't come without trials and tribulations. Everybody's past has trials and tribulations. Everyone does. Not everyone can go to the other side of insanity and embrace the insanity and the order of the world and bring a fashion to communicate to other people from the insane perspective. So this past week, the internal pain was so much, the voices were so loud that I began lashing out. I was saying hurtful things to, you can call it the spiritual realm or the quantum sphere. That's something I like to call it, the quantum sphere. And I was lashing out in that way, saying hateful and hurtful things. But because they are my kindred, I was also saying them to myself. And it hurt something deep down within me. And it took a lot of work, a lot of compassion, and a lot of love to be able to stop that. It lasted about 8 or 9 days. And another person might call that, oh, that's a depressive episode. Yeah, it was. But it's something outside of the normal human understanding, the common human understanding at this point in time. Quantum physics, neuroscience, and spirituality are merging in such a way that more of us are being born. And it's up to us. It's up to us to reach out to each other, to let each other know that we're not alone, to let each other know that there is hope, to give strength, experience, and hope to each other to keep moving forward, so that if another is being born, if another is going through a hard time, then they have a friend to look to. We may not ever be able to embrace, shake hands, or share a latte, but we can talk to each other this way. And in the future, I hope somebody gets this. I'm not putting this on YouTube for likes. I'm not reaching out to my friends and family to say, hey, watch me. Not the ones that I know anyway. But there are those out there that are in a common thread in this universe as me. And you are who I am looking for. Not for you to acknowledge me, but for me to say, hey, I know your pain. Keep on. You're a soldier. You're a warrior. You are loved. You are worthy. And you will persevere. The trials and tribulations come, but so do the triumphs. And I am looking forward to you experiencing your triumph. I'll be back soon. Thanks.